Okay. Okay. The first thing we wanted to talk today about, what I really wanted to speak about today, is about the three things of mediumship. I kind of really go into some of this so that you have this little like small mini class that I'm doing here today. What I really want to talk about, what I really want to talk about is the three things of mediumship. And people will teach you different things about mediumship and how to achieve mediumship. And mediumship isn't one way or one road for everyone. It's not. It's not that one road, one direction, one situation for everyone. So it's trying to find what you are connected to. I'll show you a little bit of thing on the line. It'll be online too. If you've got film, you can see me. I use these cards. They're called Celestial Wisdom cards uh, by angels. Now, I don't think these are on, you can get these on eBay or Amazon, but I don't really think they're actually made anymore. I've had these for years, and I like these cards for training individuals, because what happens with the cards is the cards just have words on them. All they have is words. Every once in a while you'll find an angel, but most of the time it is just words. So, and what it does, it trains you and teaches you what that word means to you, what it means to your psychic vocabulary. The one major thing with mediumship is teaching yourself your vocabulary, your vocabulary, not mine, not somebody else's in the class, but yours. What is transfer? When I pick up that card, transformation. What does transformation mean to you? How does it connect to your vibration? Is transformation of something you think? Is it transformation of spirit, transformation of body, transformation of something else? What does it mean to you? Same thing with anything you pick up out of this situation. Motivation, another card I just pulled up. What does motivation mean to you, to your vibration? What does it mean? Motivation of spirit, motivation of a job, motivation of something. What do you sense when you hear that word? And that's what you're doing. You're training your psychic vocabulary. You're trying to put that in motion within your vibration. You're training yourself to connect to the higher consciousness, about your higher consciousness and what things mean to you. Because everything has probably happened in your life different for you, hasn't been exactly the same vibration for you. So you're going to see things differently than I would see them or somebody else. So that's what you're training yourself to allow yourself to see that. When I teach classes, I do like the three things. I do like the three things. And I have people take cards. I have them write three things out on the card. On this one card, I've got horse, cart, store. Now, out of that three things, what would you start a reading with? How would you produce the reading? How would you start it? What does a horse mean to you? What does a cart mean to you? What does a store mean to you? And what I explain to people when I try, they get me a little excited when the people get up and do readings, and they start telling people their symbols, like, oh my God, it's all a card. And this card means this. Now, blah, 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 blah. And sometimes the person really doesn't understand that vibration. Is you allow the symbols to be yours, your vibration, your symbol. And from that symbol is you start to give a reading. See, if I was going to give you a reading on horse, cart, and store, I would not go, dear, I see a horse here. This horse, I see it sitting out in the pasture. And I see this old cards laying somewhere over in the woods. And I know that there's something about a store, an old general store. God bless you. Now you're probably going to look at me and go, what the heck was that? What was that? Because it didn't have a meaning to you. That horse, cart, and store is what I saw in your vibration. So if I said that to you, I would not mention any of that. What I would say to you, a person that I saw that in, I would say, I sense a lot of intelligence, a lot of vibration with you. I sense a lot of connection to higher senses of consciousness. I sense a journey within your life. It might start off slow within your life, but I feel there are people coming to help you, encourage you on your journey. allow you to be who you're supposed to be. And I sense the supplies, the things that you need within your life will be supplied to you through health, through body, through spirit, will be supplied into your vibration to allow you to be the best that you can personally be. I leave that with you. Now see how different those were? Those are just different. The horse would be more. To me, first, I see a horse, it's horse sense. You have good sense. You have good sense. Carts get wheels on, so some kind of journey, some kind of movement, some kind of journey. And store supplies, going into store supplies. That's what it would mean to me. So I would try to give you a reading with that vibration. So because a lot of the times when you're doing mediumship, you're actually seeing things. You're seeing spurts of things. Things appear in your vibration. It's like a TV going on, and all of a sudden, boom, boom. And all of a sudden it lasts for probably about 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and it's gone. But in that 20, 30, 40 seconds, you saw like a few things that Spirit gave it to you. And you start trying to communicate with that vibration of what they gave you, what they gave into your vibration. And that's what you're producing in mediumship. A lot of the times it's all a psychic view. It's like the movement of symbols, of different things in front of you. That's why the major key, one of the three major keys within the vibration to do mediumship is to set your psychic vocabulary. So you don't have to kind of go look half crazy on the platform, half crazy somewhere, where you're closing your eyes and doing some kind of wishful prayer and trying to figure out and sit there really quiet on the platform. Doesn't look good from people sitting out there. And once you lose interest in the people that are allowed out there in the crowd, you lost interest in the reading. They won't pay attention to you. And the same thing with a personal reading, a private reading. You lost the interest of the individual. You lost it. You lost in someone on the path. They're not going to really pay attention to you. They're not going to say, oh my God, I'm going to listen to this, when you've already tuned them out, tuned out their vibration. So the question here is setting the psychic vocabulary. Doing the three things. I do the three things. That card wrote out here, I do calm, love, and water. Calm, love, and water. If I saw a calm existence, love, and water in your vibration, what would I say? To me, calm means meditation, connection to you, to be about you at this moment in your life. Love signifies people in your life, signifies people around you. I have to kind of discern who that they're talking about. And water always signifies to me change the person's life, movement or change the person's life. So out of those three things, I would give you a reading. I would at least start it. See, once you start the reading, once you start the vibrational reading, other information will start to flow. It will start to flow. It's like a car picking up speed along the road. As long as the car is moving down the road, down the vibration, that means that it will pick up speed. See, that is why I hate it when we do things out here in Castaic and I do things in other churches, and I have people sit on that platform and they give out all their symbols. People on the platform, people out in the audience are just bewildered. You can see it on their face. It's like they're lost, like a deer caught in the middle of a highway, and they just don't know. And you can see it so plainly on the person's face. But this person keeps going over these crazy symbols that they're getting from the spirit world. It has nothing to do with it. Nothing at all to do with them. And when you do this, the cards that I showed you, the celestial wisdom cards, those work really well because you don't have to write anything down. You just put the cards down. You just put the cards down. You just deal the cards out. It's like we got two people on here today. I will deal out three cards for D first. D. And the three cards I've dealt out for D are light, growth, and infinity. Those are the three words. Three cards I've dealt out for you. Signify of light, growth, and infinity. What would I tell you? What would I tell you if I said, this is what I'm going to tell you today. Light signifies a balance of energy within your auric field, connecting to people in here in the very near future that are extremely benefits you and cause this vibration of movement within your life. Allowing yourself to accept the gifts from spirit at this time, allowing you to move forward within your vibration, allowing people to gather in your auric field to actually bring things to you. It then allows you to be who you truly are. But I sense at some point here in your life, you've been lost. Not lost, but you have not quite seen the path. And I sense here in the very near future, you're going to be able to see the path. Find that journey within your life. Allow these individuals to appear in your life. You don't have to keep the people in your life, but allow them to appear. Allow them to be part of your vibration. Allow them to appear in your auric field. Allow them to be there. Allow them to be there. That is what I would say with those three for you. Allow the individuals in your life to appear. If I gave for Joanne Horn, you know, Joanne, your card, three cards came up. Me, grace, and motivation. That's what it came up. That was the three words on the card. And I have to understand those and how they connect to you. Me is always about you. You. It signifies at this time for you to take care of your vibration, to allow yourself to enjoy your existence, your vibration within your life, allow you to connect to that higher consciousness within your own being without worrying too much about others, because they will catch you on the path. They will find you. You will be orchestrated within their life, allowing them to find your true direction within your life. You're always comfortable with people. You have this good connection with individuals in your life. You don't play games with people. You don't play, but you do have a good connection with people who are actually making good sense to you, good sense to your vibration. And I do feel there are projects, different things coming in your life right now that are going to motivate you to a higher sense of consciousness, motivate you to a higher sense of being within your life. And allowing this all to happen is going to bring that grace, going to bring that motivation, but also going to bring that love of self into your auric field. I leave that with God's blessings. That's just from the three things. That's all from the three things. And me, I do it because I've practiced it so long in my life that I mean, it's like second nature to me, second nature to my vibration. And we have one more here today. I'm going to do Jennifer, it is fire, enthusiasm, and purification. That's what the three cards said. Fire always signifies change, movement, reorganization of a person's life. Enthusiasm about an individual's existence, and purification, clearing of sorts. So if I gave you a reading with those three vibrations, I would say, you know, there's change coming within your auric field, a movement of understanding within your being, allowing you to move to a higher plane, or at least a different view of where you are at this point in your life. And I feel like it's going to be extremely positive for you, because the enthusiasm is positivity. It's this movement, it's a change, this situation within your life. So enthusiasm is going to bring that joy, that compassion, that vibration within your life. But I do think you're going to have to clear some things in your life, clear, reorganize, put things back on the shelf, reorganize the situation, redo what you feel like you need to do in your life. Not like you have to take things at face value, look at them, weigh the possibilities, and see if you want to put them on your shelf. Doesn't mean you have to take on everything. Just put what you feel like you need on your shelf and allow that to happen in your life. That is just by the three things. That's all just by three things. And that's why when you're looking at this, it's not the vibration of how you see spirit, it's how you interpret you. Like I could read them totally different if I was somebody else and go, well, no, that's not what that means to me. That means this. Well, then you would give it a different vibration, a different spin, different situation, different spin, but it would still be the same. It would still be the same connection, the same vibration. no matter how you do it. And it's just training. It's just watching. Because I'll sit in church when I'm sitting back in the back of church, and I'll watch things. I'll go, what does that mean to me? Really, what does that mean to me? And I would study it. I would put it in. But once you realize what it means to you, then it'll always mean that. Spirit doesn't play 25 chairs and go, ha, we gave that to you last week. We won't let it mean that this week. We'll change it. We'll move it. We'll reorganize it. Well, they don't do that. They keep it the same. So you can look at things and get like 5, 6 things and go, I know exactly what all those mean. And then start the reading. Readings are like a car being put in drive. You have to push the accelerator, start the car moving. Then the car picks up speed. Same thing with a mediumship reading. When you first start a reading, you probably think you're going slow speed. Like, oh my God, here we go. We're just pulling up this. Then all of a sudden it starts to speed up, starts to get better. Things start to click because the guides are now working, running alongside the car with you. So you want to allow them to run alongside the car with you. So it's that psychic vocabulary within the vibration. The second thing is mostly motivation within people's lives. Motivation. People don't motivate anymore. They don't. I have people in my class, they spend like what? A week in my class, they're hanging out a sign, they're ready to read. Oh my God, Lou, I'm done. I'm done. I'm all finished. I'm done. I'm ready to go. What? Really? Okay. But the question is motivate yourself to that meditative state. Take time every day, some time during the day to meditate, to at least clear your mind. You don't have to go into a yoga pose and put your hands up and, oh, you don't have to do that. I always tell people when you go into public, now you're in private, put your hands up, do all you want. Put them all up, let you do yourself all you want. But when you're in private, when you're in public, put your hands together. Not because you're being selfish, but people, you don't know everybody in the room. You don't know what they're doing or what energy that they're propelling in and around their vibration. You don't want to open yourself up to the universe in an open setting where others are, unless you're very comfortable with the people that are in that space. Because not like we have psychic vampires, I call them. Psychic vampires, they pull energy from you like boom, boom, boom. So you can have that in a room, then you'll get out of the meditation or get out of the class and go, I'm exhausted. Oh, I'm so tired. That's because people are pulling the energy away from you. So the motivation to be quiet, to allow spirit to work with you. Every one of us have master teachers that sit above us, above the regular guides, before above our regular guides. We have our physicians or the guides, our gatekeepers are the guides, but we have these master teachers. Master teachers are here. We are here. They don't come all the way to here. It means we have to meditate, get quiet to try to get somewhere near them. They'll venture a ways with a little bit with us, but they will not come all the way down to our level. They will not. They want to raise our vibration to get to them. That's when I do Lucerne, when I talk to Lucerne, and Lucerne talks. I have to raise my vibration. I have to breathe. I have to raise my vibration to allow Lucerne to lower his a bit to maneuver into my being. So you have to allow yourself to learn how to get yourself out of your way. And that's the third thing, getting yourself out of your way. Most people stand in front of the car and get run over. They just do. They just stand, get run over. Oh my God, it's terrible. It's a terrible accident on the road. And they don't progress further. Some individuals will start this work, get so far in their work, and then they will stop. They will not do anything else. They'll stop at a certain level without moving forward, without moving into a higher sense of consciousness. They stay at that level. I consider, like my mother used to say, it's like walking up the side of a mountain. On the mountain ledge, there's a bunch of little resting places. Now you can stay in that little resting place for the rest of your life. You can stay right there, or you can keep venturing up the mountain. And there's always something else to learn. There's something else always to learn about mediumship. There's always something new to learn. There's something more to connect to when you're studying mediumship, because it's the vibration of you. It's the vibration of your vibration, not somebody down the road. Or when I first started teaching classes a while ago, was some people, they all want to be John Edwards. Oh my God, John Edwards! I want to be John Edwards. I want to be John Edwards. Well, they weren't John Edwards. They were them, but they wanted to be somebody else. And that stops your mediumship growth when you say, I don't want to do this. I want to do what they do. You might not be able to do what they do, but you can do what you do. And that's the thing with this, is moving into that vibration, connecting to that higher sense of consciousness within your life. Trust yourself when you look at something. Ask yourself, does it fit you? Does it fit you? The three things I always tell people always works. It does, because you just practice with it. Put it in your mind. Put it in your mind with the three things. And then once you have them in your mind, then start doing some readings. Start doing some readings to yourself. Start talking to yourself. Saying, what would I say if I said that? What would I tell somebody if I said that? If I said that? Without using the words. Training yourself not to use your symbols. Now, symbols sometimes do have a meaning to someone. You could see a rabbit. You have no idea what the rabbit means. You have no idea. All of a sudden, you ask the person, did you raise rabbits? Do you have rabbits? They go, oh my God, I got a pet rabbit. I got a pet rabbit. They go, okay, there's the rabbit. Because if you don't know what the symbol means or have any connection with it, ask the person. Ask them. Symbols are still with the people that are in the spirit world. If somebody appears on your right shoulder and somebody says, oh, that's my father, then you kind of really know at that moment that father's side is right side of the family. Right side, right shoulder, father's side. Able deduction, mother's side of the family will appear on the left side. So now you got to figure out where grandparents, friends, relatives, other people fit. Once you set the hierarchy, the vibration around somebody, when a light or something appears in somebody's vibration, you go, mother side of the family, father side, grandparents, friend. You can adjust where that is. Because that's why classes, that's why connecting to individuals, that's why talking to them. Say, I've got this individual, oh, that's my father. You go, oh, I saw father over there. So mother's side must be here now. So then you start, not every side, don't say like, oh, right side father, mother's side left. No, it's how it works for you. You might have mother's side on the top of somebody's head and father's side on the right hand shoulder. You might be different than other people. Doesn't mean you have to follow that given path. Not reading a book and going, oh, that's it. That's what fits. Does it fit you? Does it fit your vibration? When I teach these classes, I really want people to find them, not to find somebody else's vibration, for them. Take whatever you need out of the book, take whatever you need out of doing symbols, out of the vibrations in your life, whatever you need, put whatever you need behind you. The rest of it, leave it on the road for somebody else to find. Somebody else will step up and say, oh my God, that's perfect for me. Was it perfect for you? So leave it for that. Move on to something else. Don't grab something and go, oh, it's got to be mine. It's got to be, I got to do that. I have a lady who does crystal balls. She's awful at it. Oh my God, she's awful. She's terrible. She's terrible. She just sell them gold. She should sell them. But she thinks she's wonderful. But everybody just makes faces, like their eyes roll. And she thinks she's wonderful. But maybe the crystal balls isn't her thing. But somebody told her it was her thing. So now she's trying to play crystal balls. And she's not really practicing at it because somebody told her she was wonderful. well, some people ruin us. Some people ruin people. They go, oh my God, you're so wonderful. And my God, they're awful. And they need more training. They need more understanding. Because then the person says, well, no, that person said, I'm wonderful. I got to be wonderful. I'm just wonderful. And that what happens with mediumship. People get to a point, you go, I'm wonderful right here. I'm going to sit right here. And they'll spend the rest of their life sitting in that one spot. They will never move forward, never lose any ground. They just won't go anywhere. And with mediumship, mediumship was never for me to go and give you readings and say, oh my God, this is not going to give you readings. No. Mediumship was more to to connect you to your higher self. So you could speak to your higher being. So you could have the experiences of being on the spiritual and the spiritual world, experiences of talking to people on your own. That's what it was. It was to give you the gift so that you could do it in your own personal way, whether through automatic writing, whether through healing, whether through something else. How do you achieve? Like people could do Huna healing and go into some kind of trance state and just, oh my God, they're there. They could do yoga, go into a yoga meditation, boom, they're there. But sometimes the yoga meditation might not work for somebody else. You go, well, that didn't work for me. Yoga didn't work. That meditation didn't work for me. Well, it wasn't supposed to work for you. It was supposed to work for the individual. So don't beat yourself up and say, I need to do that. No, if it doesn't fit, doesn't connect to you, doesn't mean that it's for you. It means it was for them. Not everybody can play every single instrument. Not everybody can play a piano perfect. Not everybody's really extremely powerful at the piano. Some people can play the piano, but some people are extraordinary at it. There's certain things in mediumship people are extraordinary at. So you find whether you want a mediumship or a psychic development, what you feel like you're extraordinary at. Well, then do that. Do that vibration. Do that. Connect in that situation. And you won't get yourself lost because the question is, if you're not setting up to do readings, do this, do that, do this, do the three things, what you're doing is you're setting up your entry ticket to the spirit world. So when you die and you leave here, the only thing you take with you is that entry ticket. And whatever's written on that ticket is what level you get into, what place you go to. So if you raised your vibration and is trying to learn and put things in motion, you might end up on the other side at a university or a college and sitting in an audience listening to a beautiful lecture. Instead of being at a crazy party somewhere out in the woods, you go, oh, this is not good. And Spirit goes, no, that was on your ticket right here. Can't you read that? Right there. So some people just have that whole thing in their life. They throw things all off balance within their life, and they throw things completely off balance, trying to figure out what's best for them. You have to realize that the motivation, psychic vocabulary, and the other thing in your lifetime is you. You. If you wear yourself out, you go off in a different direction than anything else. What you will do is you will just exhaust yourself. You will hurt yourself. You will displace yourself from doing mediumship. You will do that. You will do that in your life. Displace yourself from it. You'll quit doing it. You won't do it anymore. You just won't do it. I have people that do meditations. All of us, I have bad meditation. I'm not going to do that anymore. No, I'm done. What? Really? What? You have to at least get quiet to clear your mind. It works. It clears the vibration. It clears the senses. It clears the vibration for you so Spirit can speak to you. If you don't do that, it just gets very quiet. Spirit is still there. They're still going to follow you. You just don't hear them. And if we aren't working on our view or our psychic view, we don't really see what they're bringing us. So now we're kind of wandering the path, half blind, and we can't hear. So we're blind and deaf, and we're just wandering the path. And hope to God there's enough guides behind us to hold us up so we don't trip over something. One of the senses has to work, whether you hear, whether you're listening to them, you're meditating, you're listening to them, or you're actually training yourself to see what's in front of you, what's happening in front of you. When you're in an audience and you're giving readings, you're watching what the people are doing. You're watching them. I had a big interview today with a large TV show, and the individual that was sitting there kept putting his hand like this. Now the older man behind him in the spirit world was doing this. I said, well, you must be a lot like your grandfather. Your grandfather sits just like you. He goes, oh my God, it sits just like my grandfather. Grandfather's right behind you. Going on. You can see things around them. And sometimes individuals will take on the characteristics of their parents. They'll take on the characteristics of sibling or somebody in their life. They'll take them on. You'll have the characteristics, the way they hold their hands, the way the way they sit, and you can look at it and go, "Oh, that's your mother here. No, I like your mother. You sit like that. You connect the way your mother does." So you can see that vibration when you go near someone's auric field, because your auric field has to touch their auric field, and they mix. They mix. That's why some mediums can't read you. It's not because you're unreadable. It's because their auric field touch yours, and you might have said, "Oh no, you're not getting. Oh no, you have to. Oh no, no, I don't. Oh no, no." So you don't mix with the vibration. And then other mediums, you come in, just read you like left and right. Somebody you might go to, somebody you go to, you would think, "Oh, well, they could read me." Not because you're evil or something, you've done something. It's because the energy fields didn't mix. They just didn't mix. If your mother was a drinker, and I'm not an alcoholic, I don't drink. I don't drink. Your mother might not talk to me. She might not. You might want to talk to your mom. She's not going to talk to you. But she'll find you a medium in camp that's a drinker that she'll be able to talk to. So you'll go to somebody, you'll go, "Oh, this person brought to my mother just perfectly," because your mother mixed with them. Sometimes people don't mix with certain people. They won't speak to them. They have intermediaries come. That's your mediumship. It's crazy because now you have people coming and you have to be an interpreter. They're interpreting what they're saying to interpret to you, and then you have to say something and they have to interpret it back to the guy. So they get little stuff. So you want to try to get to people. I always tell people, you go to a reading, make sure it fits you. But then the first 5, 6 minutes, it should do something. 10 minutes, it should connect to you somehow. And then listen to the reading. Not every bit of the reading is going to fit precisely at the moment of the reading. A lot of it will start to come to fruition as you move forward, as you give it energy. All a reading is to give you, all a reading is, I tell people, it's like a road map. Take that road map and make dots on the map. I light up the dots. Now, when you start to put the energy in motion, you move towards the dots. Then the things that I say start to come to fruition because now you're moving towards the dots and the energy is starting to happen. If you don't move towards them, don't go anywhere near the situation, dots aren't going to light up. They aren't going to move. So guides will have to revamp, redo, reset. That's why we have free will of choice. I could tell you to move to Alaska tomorrow morning. You go, "I'm moving." I said, "No, guide said you got to move to Alaska. You got to go to Alaska tomorrow morning." But then guys start changing plans. They have to change plans now because you're saying no. So now they've got to redo, reset, re-envision. There's a lot of work that has to be done behind the scenes to get you to where they feel like you can be. You might not go to Alaska, but you might go to you might go to Northern California. Your house might burn down in Northern California. You have to go stay with a friend. Where? In Alaska. So now Spirit will get you there, just in a different route, different vibration. Sometimes Spirit offers a really nice route for you. Beautiful tickets, beautiful luggage, get you there. You don't take it, then they go to one of those cheap airlines. They'll get you there. Might not be pretty, but they'll get you there. So that's why we have to kind of teach ourselves to listen. When we start looking at mediumship and different things, there's animal totems. Not that one animal totem is your animal totem for the rest of your life. It's not. Your animal totems appear in your vibrations when you need them. They have different animals, the owls, the ravens, the lions, the tigers, whatever, all this thing have different meanings as you move through this stuff. They have different spiritual meanings. So at given times in your life, you'll need a certain animal, a certain vibration, a certain animal to guide you, to move you down the path. That animal will leave and another animal will show up as you're needed. Same thing with your guides. You don't have all your guides around you constantly, every moment, every second of the day. If you do, your guides are having a board meeting and you are not invited. It means I have to have a big discussion with you because now you're not listening at all. They're having a board meeting. So not all your guides are going to follow you. Probably about a couple, 2, 3, maybe four at the most, will follow you and be around your vibration. The other ones aren't there. Your family members not follow you 24/7. They do not. They come as you need them. When you need them, when you think about them, when you need them, when you want something, when you need something, they can help you with it, they're going to show up. If they can't help you with it, they're not going to be here. They're not going to help you. They can't. They don't know how to do that. They don't know what to do with that. They'll go help somebody else that they can help. And they'll come back to you when they can help you the way they feel that they can. So just because someone isn't here doesn't mean they've abandoned you. It means that they are helping some other individual and they're allowing other people that can help you with the situation in your life to appear in your life at this moment. That's what we have to really realize, because spirit doesn't just come. I told the TV crew today, you got to remember, when we left the spirit world, when we left there, I left there over 60 some years ago. Somebody lit a candle for me. It's a beautiful window over there. My candle is burning. And while I'm here, while I'm on this earth plane, I have tenders to that candle. People are tending to it. That are my guides, my protectors. Family members who have gone back to my village now are set up to tend to my candle. When I go back to spirit, I will walk down the road into that village. That candle will be brought out to me so that I personally can put it out. Because there are all these people tending to your candle. Tending to it. The only time we get out of here early is when we get exhausted. We're tired, we're exhausted, and we kept pleading with spirit. I want to get out of here. I'm so tired. I just want to die. I just want to die. Spirit starts making plans. Don't never tell your guides that. Never tell them that scenario. So it's always being good to you. That is the last part. Being good to you. Being good to your vibration. Be good to yourself. You're not going to be 100% all the time. Not all of us are 100%. We draw crazy people. We need a little crazy in our life. We always do. We need a little crazy, not full crazy. Little crazy works really well. Because we know we're still the only sane one in the room. That makes us feel better. So a little crazy, not full crazy. So draw a couple of people in your life, but don't have the whole crew, the whole vibration full on crazy. You don't want that. You don't need that. Because that throws you off balance. It doesn't allow you to see how valuable that you are. And then treat yourself as you meditate, get quiet, eat well, rest, do what you need to do with your vibration. Allow your guides to lead you to where you need to be. Doesn't mean you have to take it. You don't have to take anything from guides at face value. You can orchestrate it, change it, redo, reset, re-envision. And sure, we plead for stuff in our life. We really want something. We really want something. But sometimes it could be a life lesson or a situation that we're asking for. It's a life lesson for the group. It might not be a life lesson for us, but it's the group energy. We might be where we are right now. We're saying, oh, I wish I could go. Geez, I wish I could go. I wish I could just get out of here. Maybe I'm here for the group. Maybe you're where you are right now in your life. Maybe you're there for the group. You're there for the group. Might not be there for you, but you're there for the group. And from the spirit side of life, where that candle is, it's at that part of the candle while it's burning down, is at that group energy vibration. It has to burn past that until you actually get to another part of energy. And you go, oh my God, I can move it. Because it had to burn past that. It's like one of those 7-day candles that burn through the different colors. It has to burn through certain levels of vibration before it gets past it. You go, oh my God, everything worked out, everything's perfect. Have to get past that situation. Whether it's a life lesson for somebody around you, life lesson for the group energy, or life lesson for you. Still got to go through it. It's how you perceive it, how you walk through it, how you perceive the situation in your life. Because if you think everything's negative, everything's bad, everything's just probably going to be bad. Even if it is bad, you keep trying to see some kind of positive energy. You're sending some kind of positive energy into the situation. So at least there's positive energy somewhere there in the mix. As I said, if it's all bad, if it's all crazy, that's all you're going to personally see. You're not going to see anything else. But if you place something positive in the middle of the energy, then you're going to see a little bit of positive. And that encourages you to see more positive, which encourages you to encourage that whole vibration. But the whole thing about mediumship is finding a true purpose, a true vibration within your life. That's what you have to figure out for you. When I do mediumship, I do mental mediumship, but I can do tarot, I can do teacup readings, I can do rope readings, I can do smoke readings, I can do ember readings, I can do, you name it, I can do it. I probably did it sometime in my life at some kind of festival or some kind of psychic fair. So I've always done different types of readings. Not because I needed those. There are different symbols within the teacups, the horses and the letters and the different things within the teacup. If I see those symbols in your auric field, I know exactly what they mean. Same thing with ember readings. They're simple things that appear in the fire. Symbols that will kind of appear that you will not see anywhere else but in the fire. And those are embedded in my head. If I see those symbols in your vibration, I know exactly what they mean. That's why I've learned myself the tarot cards. Tarot cards are a good way of learning how to find out energy. Because if you know what the tarot card means, if somebody threw the Ace of Swords up in your vibration, and I saw the Ace of Swords with you, and I'm going, oh, I know what Ace of Swords means. I know what that means. I know what that means. Back in the day, we only had like, what, 2 decks of cards? That's all you had. You had a plain deck of cards, tarot deck of cards. Now you've got like 3,000 decks, all kinds of different decks. They're all the same. They're just different decks. Some cards have more cards in them, less cards in them. Some have 46, some have 52. Some have more, some have less. So it's according to what deck you actually choose. But it's up to your vibration of what you feel like you personally need to work with. But just learn, especially if it appears in your life. If I say tarot and you go, somebody comes to your life next week and goes, you know, I just started learning tarot. I get an extra tarot deck. Would you like it? Take the deck. It means you got offered to you. Spirit wants you to kind of at least look at it. If something's happening in your life, just allow yourself to say, yeah, I should probably look at that. Especially if it's repetitious going down the road. Tarot is just a tool. It's a tool of vibration to get a part of your brain out of the way. All of those readings, all embers, all that stuff is a tool while you're busy with pulling a part of yourself away from yourself so you can get out of your way. That's what the tools do. They help you get out of your way. So you have to really realize that it's about you. If you're not healthy, you're not well-being, you're not thinking straight, you're not going to be a good leader. You're not going to be good to yourself. You're not going to be good to anybody else. So at least find what that passion, what that vibration is for you. Now, you might stop on a ledge here next week and go, I'm good here for a while. Ooh, tired. Stay there for a while. But don't stay there forever. Don't stay hooked to that level forever. Keep trying to move. When I do meditation, I don't look to just go into meditation and get quiet. I'm looking to get to the next door. See what else they're going to show me. What are they going to show me today? And I have an intriguing expectation of meditation that I really don't know what I'm going to see. I can see different symbols, different colors, different things I've never seen before. I go, ooh, that's strange. That's good. That's good. Because they've shown it to me. I'm always looking for that next step, the next learning curve to learn. That's why I translucern. That's why I do Lucerne. It's because Lucerne downloads into my vibration information. I know I got a candle on the other side. I know that I've got a candle. I've seen it from a distance. I know my candle is. I've seen it. And I've seen stores over there, full-blown stores with all these beautiful candles in the windows. And Spirit just told me those are candles for individuals that are on the earth plane or in existence at this point. And when they come home, their candle will be put out. It'll be re-envisioned of where they want to go next. And as they leave the village again, the candle will be lit again, but it'll be a new candle, not the old candle. That's why I understand in my life that we look at these whole things. Oh, my God, Lord, I did something bad 8 lifetimes ago. I was a bad person 8 lifetimes. And I'm going to pay for it in this lifetime. My karma. Nonsense. People need to quit. In this lifetime, you pick this lifetime. You pick your life lessons. You pick your journey. You pick your vibration. We all could have been born in Hawaii, living in Tahiti. We could have been living in the rich, traveling on a beautiful yacht. We could never have had to work in our whole life, just having a wonderful time. Did that happen to you? No. It means that we had to go on a journey in this lifetime to affect others and for them to affect us, give us the lessons or the encouragement within our lives to be a higher vibrational, higher spirit. Once we leave this earth plane, the memory of this lifetime just becomes memories of ourselves. We reincarnate. Right now, you're reincarnated on this earth plane. Your memory that you have traveled through all your lifetime, every lifetime, is within yourselves, within every ounce of yourselves. So if you say, well, I don't have any money this lifetime, I don't know how to get money. Well, you had money in the past, you had money in another lifetime. Ask you guys to pull that energy out. Pull it out from your inside. Pull the energy out. You probably were in an extremely powerful relationship in your lifetime. Have them extract that. Have them extract in your vibration, because it's there. You haven't been bad and crazy every single lifetime. I hope not. I hope not. But I hope there's been lifetimes that you've been pretty good. Pull from that. So you have to tell them. See, guys have a sense of humor. They do. They have a sense of humor. They will bring you things. And you go, I didn't want that. Guys go, ha, ha, ha. They'll bring it anyway. You have to tell them. If you don't, they'll bring stuff. Because they think you don't know what you want. So they're going to go to the back part of the store and grab whatever they can off the shelf and bring it to you. Because you haven't decided what you want. What do you need? You want perfect health. You want a relationship. A good relationship. You want enough money to last you the rest of your life. What do you need? What do you personally would like to have in your life? Ask for that or better. You'll take it. Whatever they feel is best for you. Because you have no idea, we have no idea what our life lessons are. All we know is we're going through them. That part of the candle. If we could see the candle and know exactly what we're going through, my God, it'd be perfect. We don't see that. We don't see where it's burning, how it's burning on the spirit side of life. But the symbols are key. Because when we do this, when we look at a vibration, when we look at something, and I pull up a card, Serenity. What does serenity mean? What does it mean to you? What does it mean? Somebody could tell you, oh, that means that too. That's what it means. Well, does it really mean that to you? Maybe serenity has something more to deal with your animals. Maybe you have serenity within your being because of an animal that you have in your life. Then you would probably start your reading off and you're like, I think you like animals. I think you have a really good connection to animals. That's what serenity means to you. What does it mean to the vibration? But the cards work because they just do, or you just take cards. That's where I see. I like the celestial cards because all they have on them is words. They don't have any pictures. I don't need pictures. I just need words. I can look at pictures. I need the words. The tarot cards have different things out of it that you can pull from the tarot cards, but the tarot cards are very basic. They're very basic cards because I can pull out. I got an old deck. I got a fancy deck of tarot cards. They're psychedelic. Well, that's the moon. I pulled out the moon. What does the moon mean to you? It changes. The moon has changes. It changes cycles. It changes moon cycles. Does it mean change? Does it mean that to you? Does it mean light? Light, the moon lights the night sky. Does it mean light? Does it mean a beacon? What does it mean? And see, that's the question. Is when you look at these things, it's not the meaning that they're telling you that, oh, that is it. That is the. I hate it when teachers tell you, follow my voice, follow my direction. Don't venture from the path. Stay focused there. And you're yelling and screaming from the back seat, going, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. Don't fit. No, I don't like it. But if somebody's trying to push you to be there, then you should jump in the car, go somewhere else, because you want to learn how you work, how you personally connect to spirit. By sitting in power, by sitting in the power, by sitting in the space, by sitting in the power, you realize how much power you have, how much energy you actually have when you're sitting. Meditation is meditation. Go meditate, get quiet. But there are meditations, there's different types that you can actually focus the energy, focus the energy within your being. Learn how to work with that. Focus the energy within the being. Learn how to raise, lower your energy, how to fulfill energy, how to fill spots within your body with energy that is lacking energy. If you have too much energy on your left side, kind of pull some of that from that left side and put it in your right side. Learn how to do that. Learn how to make yourself healthy. Not everybody in your life is going to be able to help you. All they have to do is just give you drugs and out you go. So not everybody's going to help you get you to where you need to be. But you, see, as I said, you. It's all about you. I feel like people should all have T-shirts that say, "Just be you." Just be you. That's all you got to do. That's all this lifetime you got to do is just be you. Be how you work, how you see spirit, how you connect to the spirit world, how you receive the spirit world within your being. You might believe in a whole different way the spiritual way, but we all have that connection in our lives. I was raised Catholic, Spiritualist, Baptist, Presbyterian, and Pentecostal. There's a little Pentecostal back there too. I think a little Pentecostal. So now I'm a conglomerate of all this. And I have to manage all that to figure out exactly who I am. I'm not Catholic, but I'm not Pentecostal. I'm not a true spiritualist. I was raised spiritualist, but I don't think that we should stay in a religion that actually holds you in one spot. I feel like things should move. I'm not looking back at Jerusalem. Jesus walked. What's happening now? What's in the world today? What do I have to do today? It's not like it was 100 years ago. I did spiritualism, modern day spiritualism. Heard the raps. Let's go back there, sit in the cottage and listen to the raps. There's other things now. There's electronics. There's stuff that you can. There's lots of stuff that you can do now that they couldn't have done any kind of doing in the day. They couldn't have taken picture boards. They couldn't have done some things that we do today as spiritualists. So we have to progress with the time. Progress. Religions have to move with the times. And that's what you are, your own personal religion. You are your own personal religion. You wear it on your shoulder. You wear it on your sleeve. You are your own personal religion of who you are. You're not a typical religion. Well, when we were up in Tennessee, we went to Tennessee Hospital, and the person said, "What religion are you?" My wife said, "Spiritual." Huh. Well, my friend, she ran from the room. She went to get more doctors to see what that religion was. She couldn't figure out what it was. And still they tried to convince Marie, so just put Baptist. And Marie goes, "No, I'm not a Baptist, I'm a spiritualist." And they tried to change her religion right there in the hospital. I go, and sometimes people try to change your religion. They try to change your vibration because they don't think that you're on the right path. That's why you have to be good to yourself to understand that you are on the right path. You are on this connection in your life. You are on this vibration in your life. You're on the true path that you need to be on, not because somebody else thinks you should go that path. Remember that when you're looking at somebody says, "Oh my God, you need to change that." Oh, change this, do that, do this. Really? Does that work for you? Does that fit the vibration for you? Because if not, don't go down there. Don't go in that situation. Don't go in that vibration. Don't go in that connection. Treat yourself with respect, and that's what I tell people in this mediumship and working with spirit. Treat yourself with respect. The spirit respects you. They love you. Because you made the journey here. They didn't. They stayed on the other side. They stayed there. We came here. We're here. We are the scouts. We are the individuals on this earth plane that are making the movement in our life to help the energy, to hold, the group energy. We're here, getting it done. We'll eventually go back to spirit world, and we might go somewhere else, or we might just go visit, have fun for a while. When I was at Jane Roberts with Seth many years ago, she used to always tell people, "Nobody can see Seth. Seth is mine." Really? I meditated, got real quiet. I saw Seth. He was in the cabin over there on a lake. I sat on the porch with him, talked to him. I could talk to Seth. We can all talk to the higher vibrational spirits. We just have to make the effort to do that. Want to talk to Seth? Want to talk to Jesus? Want to talk to? I don't care. They're over there. You just have to raise the vibration. Because some of the higher vibrations there are not going to lower theirs and go, oh, just because you want to talk to me doesn't mean I'm going to come to the door. Huh, means I'm not going to come to the door. You've got to make the effort to come to the door, knock on the door. Knock. Not stand out in the driveway and beep your horn. Knock at the door. So remember, when Spirit's knocking at your door for with something, does it fit you? Does it fit your vibration? And it can be something that takes you on your journey into your life, that takes you to where you need to be. But I hope that kind of helped you guys to remember. You can't get the cards, just get little index cards. Write the names, write things on them, and then just sit practice with it. Practice. What does it mean to you? What does that connect to you? I usually sit in the doctor's office. I sit in the doctor's office. I sat in the doctor's office the other day with my wife. I just watched things around the room, what was going on, what people were mentioning. I started learning. I'm always watching what's going on. Just so if His Spirit's got something really awesome planned for me, I want to be ready. I want to be ready just in case. So that's what we have to do. Are we ready for what is about to come? Because we can take the high road, beautiful road, ride in the limo all the way to the event, or we can be in that crazy Uber driver driving us through the backwoods. Where do we want to be? Where do we personally want to be in our lives? There. The journey is not the destination. We will get there. The journey is what teaches us what we should do in our lives for us. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. Thank you. I will check out the thing about the phone. I have checked that out. Maybe I didn't punch something on it. Maybe I didn't do something on the phone. But it has all the phone numbers, so I will try to check on that, make sure people can dial in. But I'll watch from now on who checks in here because we had crazy last week. So I won't let any strange people. They'll have to just get it off YouTube. They want to watch it because I know who's supposed to be here. New ones will have to email me and tell me that they're going to be here. Oh, the meeting ID. Okay. I'm trying to keep the meeting ID exactly the same every single week. I figured out I could do that. So the meeting ID on this one that I put up on the line, up on the chat, that's just one I just put together. I was trying to get the phone numbers and I had to schedule something. I didn't put the numbers in, so that's not the right number. But the ID, I'll check on that because I'm trying to put in the right, I'm trying to keep it the same ID, same passcode every single week. So you don't have to keep looking for it or putting it in motion. So I'm trying to keep it exactly the same. So I'll put the same passcode I had this week, the same meeting ID this week into the thing. So it's the exact same thing as last week. I'll do the same thing this week. So I want to thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Louis. And I